afternoon. We just have uh, introduced the topic of fundamental principles of legal writing yesterday in our last class, where we spoke about the three C's, which is concision, clarity, and cogency. And just to take a quick recap, concision means to whatever you write, it has to be concise, to the point. Secondly, it has to be clear without giving rise to ambiguity, and while doing so, we keep the whole writing cogent. Now, to further understand the whole concept of what fundamental principles of legal writing is all about, what we need to understand first of all is that who is the author, audience. So, when you're writing something, you need to understand who is going to read what you have written, right? So if you can gauge the reader, then you will be able to do better justice to what you're writing. Because suppose your reader is going to be your peer for, or maybe a junior person, and you use a lot many legal terminologies or maxims that are not going to make any sense to them, that is not the best way to write for that particular group of people. Whereas if you're addressing a judge or a lawyer, obviously you have to maintain that standard. So the first thing is to understand who is going to be the audience or the reader. All right. Now in the legal profession, in most cases, whenever we are doing a draft, whenever we are writing something, obviously, there are going to be other lawyers, other judges, jurists, or other researchers, or other law teachers who are going to read what you have written. So, it is a kind of either a peer group or a group which is slightly more learned than you. Therefore, you have to be more particular about what you are writing, the kind of words that you are using, the phrases that you are using. Now, the second thing for the legal professional is that you need to realize that every other person who is going to be your audience is a person who is busy. They're all working against deadlines. So, you need to be very precise and you need to make your point in as concise a manner as you can so that you do not waste a lot of time, right? Therefore, the legal documents, when we are drafting them, it is expected that they should be direct. But while you're using all those Latin phrases, terminologies, and legal maxims, you also need to understand that they have to be easy to read and understandable. They should not be very complicated. So, there are simple guidelines to follow which can be learned by practice when we are doing legal writing. There are certain fundamentals, and just like in case of speaking, so also in case of writing, communication is the key. Communication in the sense that communicating what you want to say and what you want that other person to read and understand. If you are able to communicate it even by using simple language, that is the key to your success. So this is a fundamental skill that every law student has to acquire, and this can be acquired and learned by every law student. And as you grow on to be lawyers and professionals of success, you can hone your skills better. This is a kind of a specialized writing, and just like any other type of writing, this also has certain fundamentals, and these fundamentals are a little different for the simple reason that they adapt to law, the requirements of the legal provisions, how they have to be interpreted, sometimes how they have to be expanded upon, sometimes how you expound upon certain principles of law. So you need to have always a certain sense of logic that needs to be applied, and while doing so you need to understand that what you're writing has to be comprehensible. It cannot veer away from the point that you want to put across. So a little bit of clarity is required, so you cannot use too many flowery languages, nor can you use very big words which do not make sense in that particular context. So you have to be very choosy and clear about what you are doing. So the first thing to do is the structure of what you're writing has to be simple as you can keep it. That's how you can achieve better. Now no two-person can write in the same way and should not copy. One person should not copy from another. So each writer has to do his or her own thing differently. So how to do it? Start up by simply being simple in whatever you write. Use simple sentences. Start off with writing simple words, whether it's a document, a draft, or whether it is an essay, or maybe it is just a two-page literature. So you can simply say that you need to do it your way, keeping it direct, simple, clear, right? So, who will judge whether what you have written is good or not? Obviously, the reader is going to judge whether that document written by you is good or not. Though we have seen that there are many problems in legal language as such, nevertheless, there is a consensus on what is proper legal writing. And that is quite amazing to see that almost everybody agrees that there has to be a certain accuracy to the sentence. An appropriate length needs to be maintained. Suppose you start off a sentence and it runs into one whole paragraph, it's going to be a very lengthy paragraph and a lengthy sentence, which may be very confusing to the reader. Either he may lose interest or he may make mistake in understanding what you have written. So the next rule to apply is to keep it brief, using small sentences, small paragraphs, small points, and clear. The simple declaratory sentence is always the best method to achieve clarity instead of using complicated and complex sentences. And as a lawyer, if you're honest, you will be able to do this. Why honesty? Because if you can just stick to the facts of the matter, you will be able to achieve these three issues of accuracy, brevity, and clarity. Now, there are a few fundamentals of good legal writing. We'll just look at one or two of them. The very first thing, as I have been insisting upon persistently, is that there has to be a clarity. When I say clarity, there has to be a clarity of idea, but this clarity of idea can be used by applying simple principles of grammar and punctuation. They make they play a great havoc if they are wrongly used. You know, drafting a simple sentence by using ordinary words and by placing the proper punctuation and by using the correct grammar, you can always achieve more than using a complex sentence with big words and punctuating them wrong. A wrong punctuation gives a very different meaning to what you want to say. For example, if I say that X and Y went to the park, comma, spoke for a few minutes with a third person there, and then they parted. Now, if I had put this comma, if I had not put this comma, it would run as a complex sentence and create doubts as to whom did they speak to, where did they stop, how did this happen, and creating lot of confusion. Therefore, punctuation is something you need to be very careful about. Grammar, needless to say, is the key to any writing, whether legal or otherwise. For any writing, grammar plays a big role in bringing out the correct meaning out of a original material. Okay, the second thing is concision, or it has to be concise, which means that it needs to be brief. It should be no, it should be having detail, but the detail should also be in a very brief manner, and that is why we are using simple sentences. So when you use simple sentence, keep it brief and give detail, it is better. But if you use about say 6 7 details, in one sentence and make it a complex sentence, it creates a lot of ambiguity, and that's going to not help your writing work, and the reader is going to be highly confused. So this is for today. This is our class for today on fundamental principles of legal writing. The rest of the principles we shall be studying tomorrow.